So I'm gonna give you a couple quick tips. But first, let me give you a quick tip about how to beat the machine. I mean, there's a couple of ways the machine basically measures your physical reactions to things, right? It can tell if you're lying or not lying, but it's not because it can read your mind. It's because your body's gonna react when you tell a lie. So guess who can pass a lie detector easy? Schizophrenia and all people who believe what they're doing. If they say aliens are in front of them and there's ghosts standing right there, they believe they're gonna pass. But here's how us regular people can pass. Take your fingers and put them in the palm of your hand or something, and you cause pain. Every time they ask you a question, you dig in, you cause pain. Your body's going to register the same reaction every time. So even when you lie, you get that pain reaction. Another thing we used to do is we put a tack in our shoe. And if you just push down on the little tack, it's going to hurt, but it's going to be a pain reaction. It's going to show the same reaction all the time. So you can beat the machine, and there's little slick ways to do it. Just causing a little pain in your body is going to make it react. But let me tell you how they taught us how to tell people lying and not lying. I was going to use Jim because he was just doing it a second ago. All right. So, and he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth, because when you are telling a lie, you look up and you look to the left, because that's your creative storytelling side of your brain. So somebody said, you know what? When I couldn't have done that crime because I was doing whatever, and they're looking up to the left, they're making that shit up, you know? If you look up to the right, that's the recall area of the brain. And that's what Jim was doing when he's talking to him. He said, you know, I remember that you and I did this tape not long ago. And he was looking up to the right because he's remembering or recalling. That's one of the quickest, easiest ways. So if you're in the club, I'm just going to use it for picking up women. Because I use my skills for the same skill I learned to be a special agent, made me a top car salesman. It made me a top guy in picking up girls. I hate to say that, my buddy Leah is on here, but picking up women and things like that, because it's the same thing. You know, now let me tell you, by the way, hope my wife doesn't hear this. I know also to look you straight in the eye when I'm lying to you, because, you know, I'm not going to let you, I've told her those things too. But if they're looking up, and like I said, doing, you know, yeah. So at that time I was out with my buddies, you know, and they'll vouch for me, they're lying. That's the quick, easy way to do it.
So up and to the left, somebody's looking up and to their left.
Up and to their left, they're making it up. Up and to the right, they're recalling. All right. So they're going to do that. Another thing, I'll tell you this too. If you blame somebody, if I tell Jimbo that he killed somebody, or I know he did something wrong, what do you think his reaction is going to be? His reaction is going to be to vehemently deny it. You know, but if you get a guy who's not really denying, like, well, you know, how do you know that? And if they're not emphatic about they didn't do it, they're lying to you. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, when I first started as an agent, guys used to lie to me and get away with it all the time. I would go in there, I would come out of the interrogation room, tell my boss he couldn't do it, let's let him go. My boss said, okay, give me a second. He go in 5 minutes later, he said, there, you can go and take the confession now. So I used to go for that. I used to go for the sob stories, and I became a guy who didn't go for the sob stories anymore, you know, because God would lie, they would lie to you out of their teeth. I mean, through the, you know, everything they said was gonna be a lie. So we learned to read those, but that's the quick tip I give you about that, Jim. That's how you can find it right away. In the club, a woman telling you how much she likes you, she's looking to the left, she thinking about somebody else. You know?
Hey gang, quick announcement. I've got some ultra brutal fight-ending moves that I'm not able to share with you here on the YouTube platform. They're too ugly, too vicious, and quite honestly, too lethal. YouTube simply doesn't want this kind of material on their site. I can't blame them. This stuff is pretty rough, but when the shit hits the fan and your life is on the line, you're gonna need something truly nasty to end a fight in just a matter of seconds. This lethal training is yours for free. Just get to the description below and click on the link. You don't need a code for this. Just click on the link in the description below to get your free video right now. Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.